officially in 2025 Hate Watch. And let me tell you something. Hate Watch has been absolutely generational this year. Let me tell you, every team that we've wanted to lose, they've been losing. These primetime games have been something else. The Eagles, downfall. I'm here for a Cam Scatterbo. Oh, my God. We should have drafted that boy over Jordan James, but that's another story for another day. My man Cam Scatterbo, 3 tutties. Put him on your fantasy team. I had him on my fantasy team. That man cooked the Eagles. The Eagles lost. Now the Niners, they control their destiny. They can be the number 1 seed after week 6 if they can beat Tampa Bay. Now, that's not an easy feat. We'll talk about the injuries and all the reports that came out today. But let me tell you something. Hate Watch 2025 has been so good. My God, like let's backtrack. Let's backtrack real quick. It's been a generational week. Okay, the Seahawks lost. That was great to the Buccaneers who were playing, right? The Titans beat the Cardinals. Are you kidding me? The Raiders got trashed. I mean, Geno Smith has thrown 9 interceptions. Beautiful. You love to see it. The Chiefs lost on Monday Night Football. Are you kidding me? And then tonight, to top it off, the Eagles lost. I mean, wow. Woo! Unbelievable. Hate Watch 2025. Yo, man, Jackson Dart, though, is good. The Niners-Giants game is going to be crazy. I got to go to New York. Listen, I haven't been to a road game this year. I got to get to New York. Concrete. I got to get to the concrete fucking jungle. Jackson Dart versus Mac Jones is going to be a generational game. Listen, or Brock Purdy if he's playing by that point. But I got to go to that one. That's going to be crazy. The Giants, man, they got a young duo, man. They got Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterbo. They needed this win. They didn't just win. They took the Eagles to the woodshed. Holy smokes, man. Took them to the woodshed. Bro, they was crying. The Eagles fans don't know. Listen, it's got to be a tough night in Philly because the Philadelphia Phillies, they sold that game to the Dodgers, to the Doyers. And I can't. Oh, walk-off. The pitcher, y'all saw it. Like, I don't watch a lot of baseball, but I saw that. I was like, how does that even happen? Phillies got cooked. And the Eagles got cooked. Appreciate the badge, Empire. Unbelievable night for Philly sports. Love it, man. I love it. It was unbelievable night for Philly sports, man. Great stuff. Great stuff. If you hate Philly like me, this was great. But now let's focus on the San Francisco 49ers. We're going to talk about the injury report, right? So Juwan Jennings came back to practice. He's got an outside chance to play on Sunday. He's got to see how it feels tomorrow. Kyle said there's a shot. There's a chance. But John Lynch also said we're going to see how he goes through practice. He said he was going to be limited today, and he was limited today. Mac Jones limited. This man got an oblique injury and the knee injury. John Lynch this morning on KNBR said, look, Mac Jones has an oblique now. This man's playing through every damn injury, but he says he didn't want to throw today. He wanted to save it for Sunday. He says he's going to be able to play. Kyle says he expects him to play Sunday. He couldn't throw today. Like, bro, he couldn't throw today because the oblique. And he's trying to save himself. They're trying to be cautious. And he's got a game on Sunday. Because Brock Purdy, he ain't playing this weekend. He didn't practice again. Ricky Pearsall, he didn't practice again. They were on the side field. Those 2 guys aren't going to play. Juwan Jennings, maybe. George Kittle's probably going to come back to practice next week and play next week against Atlanta is what we've been hearing. But good news, Alfred Collins came back to practice today. He had the knee issue. We need him, man. Alfred Collins is absolutely important for this team. He's been a dog. Robert Saleh compared him to DeForest Buckner and Arik Armstead. He says he's got a lot of those traits. That's crazy because those 2 guys were great, especially Buckner. Like, if he can be a DeForest Buckner 2.0, sheesh, that's amazing, right? Or an Armstead, because Armstead was really good against the run. So Alfred Collins against the run, that would be generational. So good stuff. Good news he's back. Juwan Jennings was back. That was good. Brock Purdy, like I said, not there. Ricky Pearsall, not there. Mac Jones been fighting through every injury through mankind, but he's going to play. Mac Jones, bro, just give him a couple bananas. He's going to be all right. Whew, man, good stuff. I'm just hyped up this year. This year's been so fun. It's been a great year. We're 4-1. Obviously, when you're winning, it's fun. God, man. Tej beats. Do we trade for A.J. Brown? No, we don't. He's cooked in Philly, but I think the Niners need defensive linemen. I was scouting these linemen. Bro, the Giants got so many good defensive linemen. Although, if they keep winning, they're not going to want to trade their D lineman. Brian Burns, oh, my God, that guy's so good. Kayvon Thibodeau, that guy's unbelievable. Those guys are good. That Giants team's pretty solid. So, Julia says it's officially number 1 versus number 2 this Sunday. You'd love to see it. It's going to be good stuff. Alfred has 1 good play on the year. My man Niner Ghost says he has 1 good play. You know what? That 1 good play by Alfred Collins was one of the best plays of the entire year that you're going to see. Listen, that's a rookie. For him to make that play is unbelievable. He's getting better. This guy, come on, 1 good play. Watch the game. He's an interior D lineman. They don't get a lot of opportunities. Watch the film. He's a good player. Crazy 1 play. That 1 play was the greatest play of the play so far this year. Man. Top feels, yeah, I'm not even going to read that comment, but yeah, for sure. Ban the tush push. Yo, that's what they get for running the tush push 4 times. Those stinking Eagles. Bro, they got the worst. This offense is dog trash. Listen, they had to run a tush push, pause. If I'm a grown man, I'm playing football, and you call a play that I'm running the tush push, you got some problems there, my boy. Tush push. Come on. Anyways, they ran that 4 straight times. They couldn't do anything else. Listen, man, Eagles are chumps. That's all they got. They can't even. Jalen Hurts, he's just falling apart. Like, he's not the guy we thought he was, coming out of last year's Super Bowl. Hey, they had their Super Bowl last year. Good for them. Super Bowl hangover. Well, they're not the team, man. A.J. Brown can't even get 100 yards. Devonta Smith, bro, was sitting there on stat, and he was locked up on Alcatraz. I was like, you're supposed to be a former Heisman Trophy winner. You couldn't get 40 yards for me. Oh, my God. We calling someone? Let's call someone. Let's make some calls. Let's make some beep, 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 beep. Let's go. Yo, my man, Cam Scott. Cam, bro, double 4, number 44. Yo, you look like God. You check out there. But listen, bro, yo, shout out to you. Niner fan. I know you wanted to come to the Niners. Sold that one, but we ain't going to talk about that. Good shit. Took care of the Eagles. Yo, you and Jackson Dart was crazy. You went peeked into the medical tent, checked on your boy. You's a real one. Cam, I hope to see you soon in a couple of weeks. But listen, it ain't going to be that easy against Fred Warner. But good stuff. Bro, you were taking out the linebacker, their all-pro linebacker. You trucked them over. Good stuff, Cam. I taught you well. Have a good night. Thank you for beating the Eagles. We got to get that Tampa Bay win. Appreciate you, Cam Scatterbo. Let's go. And my boy Cam Scatterbo is lit right now. Unbelievable. Good stuff. What a win for the Giants. Good win for them. Oh, man. My man Julius says, I hate Philly, but I hate the Dodgers even more. Oh, man. Swifties are falling apart. Eagles and the Chiefs. Gotta love it. As long as you stop Hurts' run, you beat them. Yeah, you take out the run, it's over for them. Appreciate you, Maria. I love you, too. Call Jake Moody now. We ain't calling Jake. You know what, man? Nah. You know what? Eddie Pinheiro already called him. What's up? What's up, son? We doing good, man. We doing good. Eagles are sorry they did that 4 straight tush pushes. That's why they lost, bro. They took 4 straight tush pushes. That's crazy. 4 straight. How do you do 4 straight tush pushes? I couldn't believe it. I was like, what are we doing here? Oh, man. You like how my posts say injury report and news report? Okay, that's good. Call George Kittle. We got to. Chris says Mac Jones, CMC, Juice, Robinson, or someone else will score our first rushing touchdown. If I had to put money on who's going to score our first rushing touchdown, it's CMC, man. It's got to be Christian McCaffrey. I think they're going to get off the schneid this week. They have not scored a rushing touchdown all year. So they were offsides. Exactly, Empire. Did you see? They got away with the call. The refs got to be – the refs are crazy, man. Scatterbo should have been a Niner, I know. Are the 49ers in talks with Max Crosby? I don't think they are. I mean, you see a lot of these news pages, they're going to post it because it's trending. Oh, it's going to get everybody hyped up and excited, but I don't think they've really contacted him. Maybe John Lynch did some due diligence. Kyle Shanahan and John have said the same thing for the last couple of weeks. They're going to look into it, see who's available, see what's available out there. They're going to see what they need to give up. They have to do their due diligence. They're going to look around, scout around, and see where their team is by the trade deadline. I know they're going to make a move, but it really depends on who's available and what they're willing to give up and what these teams want. It's going to be draft picks. We know the 49ers always get compensatory picks. So Simmons, Chubb, Jalen Phillips. There's so many good pass rushers out there. Brian Burns. I don't care who we get as long as we get someone that's like impactful. Like if we get Brian Burns, if we get Kayvon, if we get Jalen Phillips, if we get Chubb, we get Crosby, we get Trey Hendrickson. I don't care if we get any one of those guys. I don't care. Out of all those guys, if we get one of them, I'm a happy camper. I'm a happy camper. So let's see. My man 49ers Media says, we don't need another ASU player. Don't need Cam. We could have used him, bro. Could have definitely used him. Him and CMC would have been a lethal duo. This man can't support anybody that's not an Arizona Wildcat. Arizona Wildcats, you got Jacob Cowing. I'd rather have Cam Scatterbo over Jacob Cowing. You scared me with the Mac Jones breaking post. I scare everybody. Y'all should be used to it by now. Chris says, I seen possibly got Cam Jordan. What do you think if we got him? Cam Jordan would be nice too. He's a good veteran pass rusher. Get him the hell out of New Orleans. Go save him from New Orleans. Bring him to the Niners. Come on, man. Bradley Chubb, Giants ain't letting that D-line go anywhere. You're probably right, Los. If they keep winning this way, because Jackson Dart has tried to fix that team, and you're giving him hope. He's giving him hope. At the end of the day, you get this young quarterbacks infusing them with hope. They probably don't want to get rid of a lot of people. This Brian Dable, man, he's coaching for his life every single week. So if he can get this team to 500, they probably don't want to trade anybody. So Hassan Reddick. Trey it is. Let's see. Realistically, who can we get via trade? There's a lot. Honestly, the Niners have options. They can give draft picks. They can give players. They have cap space. Like, I think, honestly, the best option is probably Trey Hendrickson. Like, that guy, he wants out of Cincy. He's on a one-year deal with them. He got a little bit extra money this year. You know, they gave him a little extra money on his contract. He's going to be a free agent this season. If he's a free agent this season, they're probably not enticed to pick him up and sign him to another big contract. So it'd be a rental. That's the only problem. You get a Trey Hendrickson, you know, it's a half-season rental, but will he be rental enough to get you over the hump? The guy's a great pass rusher. I think he'd be, you know, a great fit to this team. He'd be able to kind of fit that Nick Bosa role, and he's a fantastic pass rusher, and he's playing for the back. He'd want to play crazy to get one more big contract to cash in. So I feel like Trey Hendrickson could be realistic. You don't have to give up a lot. You probably got to give up some mid-draft picks, and the Niners get those draft picks back through compensatory picks. So that's going to be the one. But also, you got to look at Cincinnati. They just picked Joe Flacco up. Now, I know that name doesn't scream, you know, great to you, but Joe Flacco's a winning quarterback, and in that division, he could probably ride them to a 500 team until Joe Burrow. If the Bengals keep themselves at 500, and then Joe Burrow comes back in December, they go on a run, and then that's all they need. They just need to keep their team afloat till Joe Burrow comes back in December and they go on a run. Like, that's what their goal is. I think Flacco can do that for them, but you got to keep Trey Hendrickson. So will they trade him at the deadline? If they have not won the next 2 or 3 games by the time the deadline comes, then it doesn't matter. They got Joe Flacco. Then they'll trade everybody. So that's kind of where we're at. These teams that are probably going to be sellers, if they start winning, then they're going to start, we got to keep rolling, right? You got to keep rolling the momentum. But teams like Miami, I don't think they're going to win any games, right? Miami, I didn't think the Giants were going to win any games, but tonight was a big one for them. The Browns, they already did a trade. That's the team to keep an eye on. They got a great defense, but they might trade out unless Shador saves them in a few weeks, but we'll see. Jeffrey Simmons. Yeah, Jeffrey Simmons would be that's another guy who would be great. Like, you can name so many players out there that would be great fits for the 49ers, 100%. Asante Samuel, I don't like him. It's not that I don't like him. Let me rephrase that. He's an injury waiting he had I think he had neck surgery. He had nerve issues, impinged nerves. It's not good. Not good. You don't want that out of a player. Who else wants a Pinheiro jersey? Got to get one. What's up, City of Champs? Harold Landry from New England. Harold Landry, baller. But I think New England's going to I think they're going to keep themselves fighting in that division because, like, the Jets are terrible. And then you got the Bills, they're good. And the Dolphins are terrible. I feel like New England can keep pace with the Bills just because the bottom of that division is terrible. You rack up those dubs. You get a few surprise wins here and there. I feel like New England's going to keep that team together because they could be close to the Bills by the end of the season because that division's terrible. And Drake May's a baller, man. Drake May. Shout out to Drake May. Sauce and Gardner. Oh, I would love him, man. Quinnen Williams. Yeah, the Jets are a team we got to keep an eye on. I feel like the Jets might go fire sale. They're 0-5. They might just want to trade their whole team. Bro, Quinnen Williams on the Niners with Robert Saleh would be crazy. Although you'd have to give up pretty penny for Quinnen. He's a fantastic player. So we beating the Bucks? I hope we do. What size jersey do you wear? New jerseys. Look at that. I wear a men's small. You know, it's gotta fit. If it's medium, it's gonna be flowing. If the Eagles get Max, I'm gonna be livid. There's no way the Eagles get Max Crosby. Garrett Wilson to the Niners. I mean, it'd be cool, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Michael Contanzaro says 49ers could go after Chubb from Miami or the DT from the Raiders. Yeah, there's a lot of options. Chubb would be great. I think a lot of people have mentioned that one. That was a good one. Chris says the last time we scored on a punt return was 2011 and 2019 for a kick return. Can we do either sometime soon? I wouldn't count on it, man. Special teams has been abysmal over the last couple of years. Who's going to return it? Junior Bergeron? Nobody's returned. All our punt returners are not good. Return man, it's not our game. Unfortunately, I do not see a return touchdown for the 49ers in a long time. I don't see one. Shout out to Richie James. Yeah, that guy was a dog. If Baker has a bad game, Niners can win. That's what we got to get to Baker. We got to pressure him. Niners are what? I think Baker Mayfield's 0-4 against the Niners. I hate those numbers. I hate those stats. I always hate when it's like this guy's 0-4 because I'm not even gonna say anything. You know what I'm getting towards, but I hate that he's 0-4 against us. Sky Moore, you think Sky Moore can do it? I don't think so. Baker's due for a miserable game. He's due for one of those Baker games, but like the Baker turnover picks, game, if he has a bad game, we're gonna throw the Baker turnover meme out there. Just the thing is, I hope nobody pisses Baker off until before Sunday. Nobody said anything about him. Everybody's been the Niners are smart. They're not saying anything bad about him because Baker, he'll keep the receipt, bro. He will. He was going to keep the receipt, and he's going to talk trash to us after the game. I do not want to be in a quote. I don't want to see a video. I don't want to see a post about Baker saying anything to the Niners after the game because this man holds on to those receipts. He's worse. He's bigger. He's better than me at keeping them receipts. Bro, he's a generational hater. He's a bigger hater than me. It's crazy. Like Baker Mayfield, we can't give him any jet fuel. Can't give him any bulletin board material. Good player. Respect his game. And I hope we tear him up. So I hope so. That Seattle clip, bro, that Seattle clip where he was John with the guy. And then he posted on his IG, name a time and a place. You guys crazy, dude. Jose says we need Warner with the pick or another forced fumble. Yeah, we need to get some turnovers. Like this would be the best time for the 49ers to get their first interception of the season. They have to get their first interception. Maybe I should call Baker. You know what? We got to do this. We got to do it. We got to call Baker. I'm going to give him my respect. Big bad Baker Mayfield. What's up, man? It's your boy Raj. Yeah, man. Game Sunday, Niners, Tampa, in Raymond James. Game got flexed up to 1 p.m. our time, 4 p.m. your time. That's good for us. Y'all wearing white, we're wearing red. We got Dion Lenore. You got Ibuka. Let me get straight. Okay, let me get to the point. Hey, man, good game. Have a good game. I just want to wish you good luck. And, don't go too crazy on us on that game. We come for blood. Last year, I said a lot of bad stuff to you, but I got a lot of respect for you, Baker. You're top. To me, you're the MVP in the league right now. If you beat the Niners, you got my vote. If the Niners beat you, you don't got my vote. So choose wisely. Have a great game on Sunday, but not too good. Maybe throw my boy Fred Warner one of them little interceptions, but I want a good game, man. I know you're going to bring it. Baker, have a good night. Have a great week. And best of luck to you Sunday. All right, my boy. It's Baker Mayfield, ladies and gentlemen. You got to give him respect. See what happens Sunday. We got to see him. We got to see what happens. Oh, I got to call. Yeah, I should call. Hey, Baker, one more thing. I know you're going to, I know you go, I know, I get it. Hey, can you call in sick on Sunday? Can you just call in sick, bro? You can't call in sick? No? Who's the backup quarterback? Who's the backup quarterback to you guys? No? You can't call in? Come on, bro. Just call in sick. All right, man. Good luck Sunday. He's not calling in sick, guys. He's not calling in sick. So, oh man, he's not calling in his sick. He's sorry. He says he's not. I wish. Well, we gotta play a man up. My man Louis says Warner for Max Crosby. Stop it. You ain't trading Fred Warner. Generational, man. My man AJ says Fred needs 6 hits, 5 tackles. Actually, Fred Warner needs only 5 tackles. When he gets 5 tackles on Sunday, he's going to pass Patrick Willis for the most interceptions in franchise history. That's crazy, actually. That's actually crazy. Can you imagine? We watched Patrick Willis, generational linebacker. And now we got Fred Warner, another generational linebacker. This guy's a Hall of Famer, dude. That's crazy. Can you imagine that we got to watch 2 of the best linebackers of all time? Of all time. That is actually absurd, dude. For the tackle, it's for the all-time tackle leader in 49ers history. The amount of tackles that these guys have had is crazy. And the fact that Fred Warner is about to pass Patrick Willis, and he's still got a couple years left in his career. He's going to, like, dwarf that man's stats. It's crazy, actually. So I'm going to be wearing Fred Warner jersey on Sunday. Why are the Niners wearing red? Because Tampa Bay chose to wear white. They like to beat, just like the Niners, right? They chose to wear white this year because they wanted to beat the heat. Florida, Tampa is very humid and hot. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they said, hey, we want to wear white. Let the Niners wear their red jerseys. We're actually supposed to wear our white jerseys. We were not supposed to wear our red ones. That's why I made a big thing about it, because we have not wore those red jerseys at all this year. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got their request approved to wear their white jerseys, and Niners get to wear red. So first time all season. Warner is such a monster. He really is. We got to win a bowl for CMC, Fred Kittle. Yeah. It's not crazy because Willis only had an 8-year career. Yeah, exactly. He, had to retire short because of the turf toe. But to me, it's crazy because we got to witness, like, both of those guys. Like, they're both incredible. Like, that's what's crazy about it to me. Like, we got to sit here and watch. Okay, you got to watch Patrick Willis. You got to watch Navarro Bowman, too. I wish he never got hurt. And then Fred Warner. Like, there's so many great linebackers in the 49ers history. There's so many more. Ken Norton Jr., right? So many great linebackers. But to be able to go from Patrick Willis, we literally went from Patrick Willis, a couple of years in between, and then boom, Fred Warner. It wasn't even that many years in between. They tried to find guys. They had some guys like Chris Borland, but it was only a year. They had some other guys, but nobody was ever better than that. It's just crazy that we went from Patrick and now we got Fred Warner, 2 generational linebackers. Crazy. So Crosby rumor's true. It's a rumor. You believe it if you want. That's all I got to say about rumors. Is my boy C-Mac going to the game? He's actually not, because he had to, I think it was his daughter's birthday, so he spent a lot of money on, I think, taking the family to Universal or something. So he's going to save some money. Those Tampa tickets got expensive because the Niners are coming to town. So. My man, 49ers meal grew for you. What's good? Plumber, what about Mustafa? He's playing this weekend. Ahmad Brooks, he was a dog. Ahmad Brooks was great. What's more likely to happen first, rushing touchdown or pick? I feel like both of those should happen, because, you can't. Man, I feel like we're going to get the rushing touchdown before we get the pick, and then after we get the rushing touchdown, we'll get the pick. So are we getting Max? Probably not. What a season. Can't believe we're 4-1. I know, man. If it wasn't for Eddie Pinheiro, though. My man really says, I got an inside source that says Crosby deal is done deal. Be on the lookout. Okay. Source, trust me. Source, trust him. That's the source. Sources, trust me. We need a big running back, like Giants running back. We could have drafted Cam Scatterbo. Warner going to get that tip pick. Takeo Spikes. Lee Woodall, Jeff Ulbrich. Those are good dudes. Michael Wilhoit. Me and Michael Wilhoit were let's just say we didn't see eye to eye. The first player that ever blocked me on Instagram, Michael Wilhoit. Back in like 2014 or something. That dude blocked my ass. You think Warner can get that record easy, bro? He's probably going to get that record by the end of the first quarter. So, what's the Crosby rumor? NFL rumors, probably the worst page on Twitter, posted. The 49ers have had talks with Max Crosby. Stop it. It didn't happen. Oh, I better charge up. It's NFL rumors. That's the name of this page. This man is up at midnight posting news that happened 12 hours ago. So that's the page that posted the rumor that the Niners are in talks with Max Crosby. We'll see what happens. You blocked that page? Yeah, you should, Niners Town. That's probably one of the worst pages on Twitter. Like that page, bro, I swear to God, I'll be like getting ready for bed. It's like 11:30, or it's like late. I'll be like getting content ready for the next day. And all of a sudden, notifications are flooded. I'm like, what's going on? And it's like breaking news. The 49ers have signed Fred Warner to a contract extension. Mind you, this was like hours ago, right? We had we had put like the day that happened, posted this like hours. And I'm like, why are we just posting this right now? Like, that's the page that's posting these rumors. Crazy. That's the page. So you guys got to realize when you hear these rumors, you got to look at the sources that are posting them, bro. So it's funny to me. Crosby will never leave the Raiders until he's on his last leg. I just don't see him leaving the Raiders yet. So 49ers, number one in the NFC. Say that again. That's amazing. 49ers are number one in the NFC. Adrian Martinez sighting, he ain't playing. It's going to be Mac Jones, man. Mac Jones is going to play. They're being smart. They're letting him take it easy in practice this week, and then they're going to unleash Big Mac on Sunday. So that's a clickbait. Yeah, I told you it's clickbait, my boy. Just like the OBJ. The OBJ trade rumors were real, though, for real. Those are actually for real. But because at one point, we all remember OBJ was on the way. He was one day. He was. We were about to trade for him. We ended up getting D Ford because we didn't want to give up DeForest Buckner. That was actually a true rumor. Both times. I remember the Antonio Brown rumors. Those ones came out of nowhere. That one had no stuff, but everybody went with it because George Kittle tweeted him on New Year's, and it was like AJ Brown tonight. Do you remember AJB? Bro, my whole page was the AJ Brown fan page for a while. I forgive you. I apologize for that. That was probably the worst point in the period of this page. It was like every post was AJ Brown to the Niners. It was ridiculous. I'm sure he doesn't. I'm surprised he never tweeted about me and like made me brownie of the day or something. You know how he does those like racial like cracker of the day. I'm surprised he never made me the brownie of the day. Would have been nice. It would have got a lot of followers from it. Deshaun Jackson. Oh yeah, that was funny. His mom like DM'd me. Is he really coming to them? She didn't even know. Your cousin lives in Tampa. Yeah, it's gonna be nice and beautiful day out there. What happened to Sebastian Valdez? Nothing happened with him. He's on practice squad. I wish I was on CT ESPN. He should have put me on CT ESPN. I'm gonna start atting him. I'm gonna start tagging him and stuff. Bro, got to put me on CT ESPN. Oh man, were the Julio Jones rumors true? Yeah, there was a point where he probably was coming to the Niners. 511 coming, says Chrome. I hope so, man. I hope so. I really hope so. Yeah, Mac Jones gonna if Mac Jones walks into Tampa and leaves this game with the dub, that's actually crazy, dude. So I think there's a incentive for Mac Jones if he wins 4 games this season, which is one more. I believe he gets a $400,000 contract incentive. That's pretty good. That's good. That's good motivation. Is Purdy going to start this Sunday? There's no chance he's playing this Sunday. He hasn't even practiced this week. He's still recovering. Do I think Mac Jones takes the starting spot? He's not going to take his spot because it's Brock Purdy's spot. And Max already said that. He's here to be the backup. But if Brock Purdy needs more time to recover, if he needs 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and Mac Jones is the guy as long as he stays healthy. But, bro, these quarterbacks are getting pushed around. You love Cam Scatterbo? I do too. Bro, did you see that? He was like on a tear. He was like stiff arming linebacker, running dudes over, running linebackers over, 3 touchdowns. Man. Jay says, is there an ETA for Kittle? Yeah, so he should be back week 7 against Atlanta. Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch have both said the same thing. They expect him to practice next week. They expect him to be back. They didn't say exactly. They said there's a chance that he plays against Atlanta. So that's when George Kittle is probably coming back. They just want to make sure they do it right. You can't rush anybody back from any injury, but specifically those hamstring injuries, you got to be 100%. You know, like last year, remember Justin Jefferson? He missed like 10 weeks because of a hamstring injury. Those hamstring injuries are pesky, man. You saw that BA is back on October 16th? That's not what I've heard. We'll see what happens. They haven't even released a date. He hasn't even had his practice window open. So we'll see. Kittle and Matt. Yeah, me too. Can I do the which meme is that? Which one is that meme? Explain that one to me. I don't know that one. Maybe I'd probably know it if I. Isn't Mac hurt? Yeah, but he's tough, man. He's gonna play through that shit. Just give Mac Jones some banana and pickle juice, and that's what they had this weekend. They were drinking pickle juice, and Mac was eating bananas, bro. Throwing up on the field. He's tough, dude. He's playing. You think Bucky Irving plays this week? No, he's out. He's gonna miss this week. Bucky Irving and Mike Evans are out this week. Debo says this he's the happiest he's ever seen. Yeah, we played that video the other day. I posted on my Facebook. Good for Debo, man. He needed a fresh start. I didn't think that was like a lot of people ripped Debo on that video. Like, oh my God. But sometimes you're just happy at other places. Sometimes you just need to change your pace. And sometimes you're at a certain point in your life, in your career or whatever, and you go to a new place and then have broader horizons and you just become happier, you know? So whatever reason, you know, I don't think it was a shot or a dig at the Niners. Just happier, man. And I love that for him. I do. I used to be a director, like at this clinic, and I loved it. I love my staff. But actually, when I left and I stopped that job, it was so stressful. After I left that, I've been like the happiest I was after I left that job. And it wasn't because I didn't like the people. It wasn't because I didn't like the job. It was just so much stress on me. And I was like, you know what? I need to get away. And I had a change of scenery, change of life. And I was happier. So maybe that's where Debo's coming from. So, I mean, I don't hate him for that. But yeah, no, people, I forget about him. I mean, someone asked a question. We gotta talk about it. Got that philosopher mindset, baby. 6'7", 6'7". What's up? All these kids do 6'7", man. My daughter hates that. Oh, 6'7". That's the meme you were talking about? Oh yeah, 6'7". Did you guys see that video of In-N-Out? Actually, I live close to In-N-Out. Well, not close, but I know where the In-N-Out is. They were waiting. Like the whole place was like crowded. I was like, all these high schoolers, all these teenagers, these college kids. Obviously, that's like the target age. Gen Z was there. They're waiting. And the guy was like 65, 66, and they're waiting. And then all of a sudden, order number 6'7", everybody's like, ah. It's crazy, dog. Gen Z is wild for that. It doesn't even mean anything. You guys go crazy for it. The brain rot. Yeah, it's crazy. My daughter hates that. How am I feeling about Tampa? It's gonna be crazy, dude. It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be the hardest game of the season right now. Russell Wilson got booed in one snap. He deserved it. He got booed in one snap. That's actually crazy. Will Mustafa play? Yeah, he's probably going to play. He said he's going to play. He told the media yesterday he expects to play. It's because the 6'7" song. Yeah, what was his name? I can't remember who sang it. And then LaMelo Ball, because he's 6'7". Victor says it's looking like Mac will get the start. Yeah. Yep, he's going to be starting. Excited to have Kittle back soon. I'm excited to have Kittle back soon. Do I think he'll eat 12 bananas? Yeah, he might. 6'7". It's a song from Lil Wayne. 6 foot, 7 foot. I know that one. We smoking that Eagles pack? We are, but we got to hold business. Now, as much trash talking as we've been talking this week, Niners got to take care of business, right? So, Jennings in for sure Sunday? Not for sure. He's going to be questionable. It's going to be down to the wire. Kyle Shanahan today on KMBR said Juwan Jennings is going to be down to the wire, his status. So, Ayuk coming back soon? We don't know. I hope so. An interception on Egbuka's face. Oh, God, that would be. Can you imagine if we get an interception and Baker's thrown to Egbuka and it's Diamond Lenore? Absolute cinema. I might fucking shit myself. Legit. Eagles have a Super Bowl hangover. I think they do. That and they got worse this year. They literally got worse this year. I feel like the Eagles, they decline. Also, they're happy that they won a Super Bowl. Saquon's not being as good as he was last year. A.J. Brown's nowhere to be found. Devonta Smith, he's nowhere to be found. Jalen Hurts, man, not that great. Bring some extra pants. Oh, y'all are crazy, man. Yo, appreciate you guys. We're close to 400K on Instagram. It's probably going to happen this weekend if the Niners win. But it's tough, man. As big as the page is, it still lose followers on a daily basis. It's tough. I don't know, for whatever reason. But we're getting close to 400. We're building up on, all the platforms are great. Twitter is a big following. I've been posting on Facebook again. I forgot I had that Facebook, so I got back on it. I've been cooking on Facebook because you can connect everything with Instagram. Facebook's going crazy, man. So appreciate the support. Hopefully we get 400K, and hopefully Niners can win. But truly appreciate you guys, man. I've been doing this for a long time, but I realized how many doors this has opened and stuff over the last couple of years. So it's pretty dope. And hopefully we get 400K. Hopefully Fred Warner gets the number 1 spot in tackles. Hopefully Niners win. Hopefully Mac Jones balls out. So Jalen Phillips. Now, what page has the most followers in terms of football fan pages? This page, number 1, numero 1. Ethan's been here since 90K. You're a real one. Like a Jedi, he says you believe Mac is our QB1. I see it in your eyes when you talk about Mac. It's okay, dog. Shanahan's loved Mac Jones from the jump. He's coming in. He's doing a fantastic job. I won't say that he's our QB1 because that's wrong to say because Brock Purdy is the quarterback. He's the franchise quarterback. But there is, to me, there's a lot of people that say there is not a controversy. There's absolutely a controversy. I've seen some people say it's like a fabricated controversy. It's not a fabricated. You truly have a dilemma here because if Mac Jones goes into Tampa Bay and he wins this game, he's 4-0 as a starter. Let's say next week he starts again. Let's just say, okay, we're going to make some assumptions, all right? We're going to say he goes 3 more games. I'm just going to make a hypothetical situation. Let's say Brock Purdy misses 3 more games, all right? He may not. He may not. And Mac Jones wins all of those. That means he would be 6-0 as a starter, okay? It's hard to bench someone that's right in that type of hot hand, right? Brian Baldinger, a lot of people have said it. You can't take that hot hand off. Now, at the same time, Brock Purdy's your quarterback 1. He's the franchise of this team. He's getting $53 million. It's not fair to him to lose that job because he had turf toe, but you paid him. He's your guy. So you can't bench him, but then you can't bench a guy that's 6-0. So that's all I'm saying. And Mac Jones has done a wonderful job. The guy has been banged up. He's playing through injuries. Now, Brock Purdy did that too, right? He's done that before. He played through the broken ribs. I got a lot of respect for that. But I'm just saying, Mac Jones is balling out. He's playing without stress. He doesn't have much to lose. He's playing with house money. And the other thing with Mac Jones is He's trying to get that contract. He's trying to get money. So he's money motivated. Brock Purdy's already got that money. He motivated himself to get the money. Now he's got the money. It's a different mindset. Now there's pressure on Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy has pressure on his shoulders, whether you want to believe it or not. There's a lot of pressure because he's getting paid $53 million a year. Mac Jones, he's trying to get to that level. So he doesn't have as much pressure as Brock. Now there is pressure because he's a starting quarterback. He has to win. He can't make mistakes because we're going to shit on him if he doesn't. Right? If he screws up, right? We'd be like, oh my God, get Brock back. There's pressure on him, but it's a different pressure, and it's not as much as what Brock Purdy has. Because we've seen this guy, we're like, oh, it's like that meme, right? It's like that meme when the guy's with the chick, and then he's looking at the other chick instead of the chick he's with, and he's like seeing the new flavor of the month, and he's like, that's what's happening with Mac Jones. Mac Jones, the new, beautiful, new, attractive, like, flavor of the month, and you're kind of like tired with what you got already. You're like, oh, I like this. It's giving me new options. That's kind of the situation. It's crazy. It is crazy. Are we comparing this to Montana Young, Kaepernick Smith? I mean, at some point, it's going to get to that point where you're making that comparison. I mean, now you can see why Kyle Shanahan liked Mac Jones. And also, he's matured as a quarterback. He's been in the league 4 years. He never really had the coaches, the team around him. This is the best position he's ever been, the best team he's been in, the best opportunity he's ever had. And I like them both. So it's crazy. I mean, I love Purdy. His story is fantastic. But Mac Jones' story is pretty cool too, right? He was supposed to be, number one. He was a top first round draft pick, goes to the Patriots, supposed to be the franchise. They wrote him off, took Drake May, traded him to the Jaguars, cast off, backup, comes to the Niners. Now he's resurrecting his career. Crazy story. They both have great stories. What do I think about Max Crosby? He's unbelievable. Well, he's not coming to the Niners. The defense is making Mac look better. I don't know, bro. One interception. This man's he's doing a good job, man. Like, he's led this team to game-winning drives. He's putting in work. And the defense has been timely. But Mac Jones has looked good. I mean, you got to look what he played with last week. Like, he made Kendrick Bourne look like Jerry Rice. No disrespect to Kendrick Bourne, but, I mean, he made him look like Jerry Rice. Their connection, their chemistry is fantastic. He had Jake Tonjes and Kendrick Bourne as his top options. That's kind of crazy. Louis says Renardo Green is getting a pick this Sunday. Ooh, I need it. Ooh, Why do the Niners always fumble on players that are actually fans? Right? Why do they always fumble on players that are like diehard fans? Like Cam Scatterbo, we should have got him. 100%. We should have got him. My man, Arjot says this is the greatest NFL week ever. Bro, this might be one of the best weeks. This might be the best week of all time. Like, the hate week, it's been a generational hate week. Like, this is the greatest hate week I remember. It might be recency bias, but dog, this hate week has been just incredible. Like, Sunday, I had the best day of my life just sitting there watching team after team lose. I like when Kyler Murray was sitting there stone face, and he's like, bro, I just lost 3 straight games on a game-winning kick. I died, man. Like, this has been a great week. The Chiefs losing the way they did to Trevor Lawrence falling down and getting up and scoring a touchdown. Chris Jones not even trying. Amazing. So PWS says, why can't we just be happy to have 2 great quarterbacks into turning something into that's not Niner fan. We love the controversy. But I agree with you. That's the best way to look at it is the Niners have 2 quarterbacks that can win you games. I said this the other night. The 49ers have 2 quarterbacks that are starting caliber. That's kind of what Kyle said too, right? 2 great quarterbacks. If one gets hurt, the other guy can come in and win games. And it's actually a great thing to have, especially in this league, the way that the league goes, the way injuries happen. Like, imagine playoffs come, one of them gets hurt, the other guy could come in, and you're not going to be stressed. You're not going to be worried. You could be like, oh my God, it's going to be we're fine. The Niners actually have this 2 quarterback, room right now, and both of them can win. So it is a good thing. I agree. Purdy hasn't played with the starters. Neither has Mac Jones. I don't know if you remember that, but both of them have not played with their starters. So, but they both winning. That's all that matters. We do got to protect them. Yeah, the O line's got to protect that, bro. I thought Mac Jones was gonna be dead after that first when he fell on the ground, that big hit when Colton McKivitz missed that block. That was bad. And I mean, Brock's takes some nasty shots. So Mustafa first interception would have been nice. Both quarterbacks have injury problems. Yeah, both of them are getting whacked around because of this O line, but they've both been banged up, man. That's not good. I feel like at some point we might get Adrian Martinez. I hope not. You can say that KB made Mac look like Montana. Yeah, I guess that's fair, right? If he looked like Jerry Rice. We got to have a good backup, Ethan. That's the beautiful thing that we have a great backup quarterback, man. Scat 3 tutties today. That's actually crazy, dude. Any Reuben Foster news? No, no Reuben Foster news. Trent Williams is soft this year. I wouldn't say he's soft, but he's definitely lost a step. I mean, he's not. Is he 38? I mean, he's still at a high level, but he held Jared Verse actually in check. I went back and watched the 22. He did good against Jared Verse, which is what not a lot of people are going to tell you. But go back, watch that 22. Trent Williams did good. He has not let. I don't think he's let up a sack this year. He's had a few pressures up. I mean, he had actually a couple pressures a few weeks ago, but he hasn't let up a sack. At 38, that's pretty good. But you also got to remember he was playing with Ben Barch to start the season. Barch went down, and then Connor Colby got thrown in there. Connor Colby's kind of settled in a little bit, but his first 2 games, Connor Colby was a little jittery, and I think Trent was really trying to help him stabilize on that left side. So I would never call Trent Williams soft. That man's come back from cancer and a lot of other stuff, but he's slowed down a little. I'll say he's slowed down, but I ain't never gonna call Trent Williams soft, bro. That's crazy work. He's LeBron. He's getting old, man. LeBron got that sciatica. That's not good. Yeah, Trent is still good, bro. Ben Barch was ass, bro. Ben Barch, they should never. I said it all offseason. I said they should never have started Ben Barch. If that was their left guard to start the season, they were cooking themselves up. They should have went and got a better guard. You lose Aaron Banks and you say, "Oh, we'll just have Ben Barch." That was not the solution. Yeah, call that to tell Trent Williams that to his face. He's soft, bro. Trent's age and injuries catching up. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I ain't never calling that man. That bro, he's unbelievable. Imagine my ass going up. Well, Trent, you soft. Y'all gonna be like, hey, how come Raj has not posted in like a week? Where's he been? Raj hasn't posted in a week. I'm gonna post from the hospital. Hey, I got in a fight with Trent. I got in a fight with the silverback. And you're gonna be like, why hasn't he posted in a week? Ain't gonna happen, bro. Drinking the LeBron Hennessy. Oh man, that guy be in a coma, bro. He's gonna kill me, bro. Can't say that to him. Oh man. I'll still be posting. Nah, bro, I can't be posting in a coma. Oh, no way, bro. He punched Uncle Sherman. Bro, remember when Sherman and Trent Williams got in a fight back in the day when they was on Seahawks in Washington? That was funny, dude. Have I ever got into it with the player? Actually, yeah, there's been a few. Dante Pettis, that's the one. The biggest one. Me and Dante Pettis went back and forth, dude. That guy, a little soft. That's a guy I'll call soft to his face. Dante Pettis couldn't step up to me. That bro would meow at me. He'd be like, do a little kid. He'd be like, come on, man. Lick himself like a bro. He's so soft, bro. And that's a guy I would tell soft to his face. Motherfucker soft. Dante Pettis ain't about that life, man. Unbelievable. Oh man. Ward and Hopkins training camp. That was good times, man. Ronnie Bell. Actually, Ronnie Bell's a cool dude. He just didn't pan out. I met Ronnie Bell a few times. Boy, he was cool. He was actually a nice guy. What happened between me and Pettis? Bro, I was one of the only fan pages that supported this guy. I was always nice to him. But, people in the comments would go crazy. He didn't like that. And, with being one of the bigger pages, he would see the comments. So he got mad. And I think he blocked me one time. But my boy knows him. And they were in Vegas. And he, name dropped because he was like, oh, yeah, my boy Rod, he runs this page, da-da-da. He goes, oh, yeah. He's like, you follow him? And then he, had to unfollow because, my boy's, he knows all the players. It's my boy Moose, right? And he's like, so he got him to follow me again. But, again, posting stuff, comments got to him. Then he messaged me. He's like, oh, my God, I can't believe you hate me. I was like, I never said nothing. It's the fans, right? He's like, well, you go check the fans. I was like, I can't tell them what to post or whatnot, if they're going to tag you or not. So then I did. I said, bro, you are actually soft. I said, those fans are not. And then he got mad. Then he went and got, released, signed to the Eagles, and then he started talking all this stuff. So I messaged him, bro. We went back and forth on DMs, and then he blocked me. What an idiot. Anyways. What do I think about the Max Crosby trade rumors? Do I think it'll happen? No. Do I love the idea? Yes. They're rumors, and you got to remember, people just gonna post stuff to get you hyped up. I would love it, but Max Crosby's not leaving the Raiders. So, all right, when is Davis coming back to the show? I talked to him last year. I saw him at a game. He's off of social media, man. He unplugged from social media, unfortunately. I miss Eric Davis, man. I still got his number. I texted him a month ago before season start, but yeah, he's doing his life stuff, and respect that. But I told him I hope he's doing well. He says, yeah, I'm doing good. He goes, thanks for checking in, Rod. All right. Am I going to the next home game? Yeah, I'll be at the Atlanta Sunday night game. Any updates on Brock? He did not practice today, and it's not looking like he's gonna play this weekend. Do I think we have a good chance of beating Tampa Bay? Absolutely, man. We got a good chance to beat anybody in this league. Just got to execute and not make mistakes. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, you got a couple more. Do I talk to Jimmy Ward? I talk to him a lot still. Actually, I talked to him a couple weeks ago when all that crazy stuff happened. DM'd him, said I hope everything's cool. Hope you get your name cleared. And yeah, he DM'd me actually, and then I talked to him and da-da-da-da. But yeah, me and Jimmy Ward, I talked to him for a long time, man. Long time follower. So, cool dude. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a good rest of your night. Good show. Appreciate y'all. Eagles downfall was glorious, and hate week has been great. I hope this continues on this weekend. So, appreciate y'all. Y'all good. Have a good night.